the right side more than going to the left side. So we're gonna show her some basic stretches to ease that and to put more, basically to release a lot more muscle and a lot of the ligaments in here, because with her history of doing a lot of boxing and so you did boxing and what else?
Muay Thai and jujitsu.
Yeah, so she has a lot of trauma in her neck with that. So typically, being 21, we don't see a lot of patients that are 21 that have arthritis, but she's starting to have some early degeneration processes that goes through the facet joints and some of the discs in her neck area. So what I'm trying to have her do is to be more proactive, to stretch those regions out more. So most people don't really think about stretching their neck out until they have pain, but for her, we want you to be more proactive on stretching even when you don't have pain, because otherwise that's going to get much worse on you as people get older. So the reason for that is this is very simple. When you have arthritis, you want to get it when you're older, when you get into your 60s, 70s, right? Because you have, for lack of a better way of putting it, you have less time to live, so hence your pain and suffering is less limited. Is limited. But when you get more arthritis early in life, you're suffering through longer, and then the process of aging will increase more arthritis, then you're gonna have more pain throughout your life. So some of the stretches that we have, that we're gonna have Jamie do is just some basic lateral bending. Okay. So what I like for patients to do with the lateral bend, we want them to grab the chair here,
okay,
bend to this side, Jamie, and then with your opposite hand here, put it right above your head here. So all you're gonna do is just do a nice passive stretching here, and typically some patient will feel a pinching on the left side, and then most people will feel a stretching on this side, right?
Yes.
So you can see here, she's really tight. You can see her, some of the scalene muscle is jumping out here, the trapezius muscle is jumping out here, so she's really taut in this region right through here. So typically, most people will hold it with just one angle. We want her to hold it this direction, look down just a T in the mid right there, Jamie, and look away from this shoulder here. Perfect. So again, there's not really one true way of stretching. You want to stretch as many fibers as you can. So and the way to do that is to rotate your neck in a certain direction. And you can see when she does that, different muscle pops out. Okay. So and then also you go back this way. And because she's always looking forward more, going back here will also stretch some of the SCM muscles too, in addition to the anterior scaling muscles. So that's a good stretch, for people to do when you have some limitation on the lateral bending. Go ahead and just relax that for me. Again, some people that get into a car accidents, they have early onset of degeneration, and you want to do the same thing to really try to stretch those ligaments to stretch a little more. So another stretch that we want Jamie to do, which most people don't have issues with, but Jamie has the inability to actually go into flexion because her extensor muscles here are really tight. So with this here, all we want you guys to do is, in this case here, we want you to have a few times to have bad posture, right? So you want to drop here and bend here, so you can actually flex the head a little more forward. So, and then again, the same process, put your hand above your head and just slightly put downward pressure. Again, it doesn't have to be much. You're trying to stretch these extensor muscles, slightly turn left, and then you can slightly turn to the right. And that actually stretches either the left or the right, okay? I think for you, Jamie, you feel more on this side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this here is a little more restricted here. She actually a little smoother. And which is weird because her lateral bend is more limited to the right, but when she's stretching more flexion forward, it's actually more limited to the left side. So again, you want to move. That's why we have you guys move with a certain range of motion to try to access as many fibers as you can.